Yeah, yeah, we're in the year 2023, folks. Uh, I was here, I was upstairs in my bedroom trying to put my on Roku flat screen TV together on New Year's Day. Left, and then I tested it out. I had to go leave the house to go dumpster diving and all that shit. Well, my uncle, my cousin was already fed up with me doing it anyway. So I came home, and then the night went left when Lola Chantrell Mitchell, yes, Lola Chantrell Mitchell, who was known as Gangsta Boo and Lady Boo, was found dead in a house of a friend in Memphis, Tennessee. 43 years old, man. Yeah, there's an overdose or something. There's something going on with her, with her death. I feel it's like fentanyl. I think that was one of the bad drugs that could possibly kill any other African American in this country. That's what that white lady was talking about what fentanyl would do to people. It will kill you if you fucking get addicted to that shit. Okay? It's a bad drug. Fentanyl is a bad drug. So is crack cocaine, you know. So does the white powder cocaine, all that shit. I had to get on the so I had to go get on to this shit. Where you going to this one? Not New York Times. Not TMZ, not Spotify. I'm going to the other one. Not Discogs. All right. I'm going to the okay, I'm going to the commercial appeal. So we're going straight into the story. So we're going to the story now. So I'm looking at the you know, I'm not gonna lie to you about this shit. From the commercial appeal, I'm gonna let the story go out there like this. This is from January 3rd. That was from previous Tuesday. Instead from the January 1st uh overdose death of, let me show you about this woman. Yeah, this woman. The overdose death of Lola Chantrell Mitchell, who's also known as Gangsta Boo. 2 days following the death of rap pioneer Gangsta Boo, Lola Chantrell Mitchell. That's one name. Lola Chantrell. That's one name. Lola Chantrell Mitchell. That's her given name, her real name. A few details that have been released. Mitchell died in her hometown of Memphis, Tennessee. She was 43 years old. After the news of her death, it break all sorts of tributes that poured in from the artists from around the world, honoring the quote unquote Queen of Memphis, the Queen of Memphis. Here's what we know about let me see this. Here's what we know so far about her death. There's Remembering Gangsta Boo. Memphis rappers' influence is incalculable. Queen of Memphis, forever. Celebrities react to Gangsta Boo's death. They reacted to it. I didn't get a chance to watch that clip when else was reacting to it. What were they saying to you? They're saying they forgot to spell. They don't even know how to spell Gangsta Boo's name. It says, "Where did Gang Taboo die?" They misspelled her name. Come on, commercial appeal. You can do better than that. In a tweet Monday, uh, Memphis police said officers found Mitchell deceased around 2:18 p.m. Sunday. When responding to a call in the 1600 block of Rains Road in Memphis, she was found dead in a friend's home. Yeah, she was found dead in a friend's home. According to the commercial appeal partner WMC Action News 5, who spoke with Delmar H. Lawrence, also known as the name Mr. Del Lawrence, who was the collaborator with the iconic Memphis group that propelled Lola Mitchell and others to fame, including La Chat and Project Pat and all of them. One of the two other members that was gone, Lord Infamous and Coops the Necker. Don't know what happened to Coops the Necker. I don't know if Coops the Necker died or alive. I don't even know. So they saying what was the cause uh of death of the rap pioneer? It was never been released yet. A cause of death, they have never released it yet. It says on Monday. I was like, I was on January 2nd. Memphis police said results of Mitchell's autopsy are pending, but there were no immediate signs of foul play. What's next? Police said the investigation into Mitchell's death is still ongoing. It's ongoing still. That picture was already been taken. This picture was already been taken at in a show. So there's photos of her from there's photos of her when she was. This is from Taylor Hill Getty Images. I'm gonna go straight into the thing because I'm about to get off this thing anyway. So we're going into Gangsta Boo. In her own words, and we're doing this live show in memoriam of Lola Chantrell Mitchell, Gangsta Boo, August 7th, 1979, January 1st, 2023. Let's start the show.
All right, here we go. Gangsta Boo from 3-6 Mafia. Welcome back to Vlad TV.
I'm fucking shy right now.
Gangsta Boo is shy. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thunk it?
I don't know. Maybe Glad.
Glad.
Maybe
Glad. I'm sorry, Glad TV.
Wait, oh, Glad
TV.
Yeah, I don't know Glad.
There we go. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. And the first thing we have to talk about is the 3-6 Mafia versus Bone Thugs and Harmony. It just happened a few days ago, and things went a little bit left.
What do you
mean?
mean?
The course of it. You know what I mean.
I don't. I'm asking.
The fight that broke out. Okay, so let me ask you, before the verses really started, what was really the vibe and everything else like that?
Well, let's go back. You said everything went left. What do you mean?
The fight that broke out.
That was left?
That was left.
Really?
Yeah.
But we've been like going at each other for like 20-something years. You didn't expect that?
Well, I didn't expect the actual physical altercation.
It was staged, guys.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I don't think so.
Yeah, no. Walking into it, it was a mind blowing experience, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You excited?
I wasn't even able to process it until way after it happened, to be honest.
And like in terms of 3 6 Mafia being on stage with all the members together, is that like something that hasn't happened in a long time? Or
with my nose. What do you mean?
Well, I mean, because everyone was there, right? All the members.
You know what? For me, when people say all the members, it's just kind of hard for me to fathom that because Lord is passed and Coop is not in the earthly realm or whatever. But in terms of Juicy J, is that what you mean?
Well, I mean, Paul, Jay, I mean, you were there, LaChack,
kind of like a Busy Bone at the Bone Show.
You know, Project Pat, like, you know what I'm saying? Like all the kind of affiliated, you know, members and so forth.
Well, we did that 2019.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So
Atlanta.
2 years ago.
Yeah, but COVID, honestly, bro, I forgot it was like about to be 2022. Yeah. So, you know, we did Atlanta One Music Fest, I think that's what it's called, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then we did Lander Center in South Haven, Mississippi. And it was supposed to be more stuff going on in 2020 because that was the end of 2019.
Yeah.
And after that, that was that. COVID hit.
Okay. So the versus starts. And, you know, I watched most of it.
What you mean, most of it?
Most of it.
What's most of it?
Well, I watched probably, I mean, because it was long. It was about an hour and a half.
But what's
I probably
the most
watched
part
about an hour. I watched a good hour.
Were you like a clipper skimming through?
I mean, certain songs.
What song? Bone or 3 6?
More so Bone. Because, you know, when Bone first started, a lot of the songs I wasn't really familiar with. You know, I'm not a Bone super fan. I mean, I know they're big songs, but a lot of the early Bone songs in that verses, I was like, I don't really know that song. You know, I think it was great for the Bone fans, like the hardcore fans, but for the general public, it seemed like 3 6 Mafia, especially in the beginning, had bigger songs coming out the gate. I mean, would you agree with me?
Being biased, yes, but being a Bone fan is kind of like when I watched it, fucking like 5 days after it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, they jamming because I like harmonies and I like arrangements and stuff like that. So that's just me personally.
Okay, so it goes on and the verses goes, and then out of nowhere, Busy Bone gets on the mic and said, y'all ugly motherfuckers ain't gonna be mocking me while I'm on stage. And he starts to say Gangsta Boo, and then Juicy J says, suck my dick.
That's not true, Glad.
That's not what happened?
That's not true, Glad.
Okay, what happened then?
Well, he didn't. That's not how it happened. Glad. What happened was it was like honestly. So when I walked out on the stage, it was for me, Gangsta Boo, Lola Mitchell speaking. It was a fucking surreal experience. It was amazing. It was like, oh shit. When I walked out, I was like, I can't even turn around now. I'm on the stage with legends. Like, I mean, I have moments where I'm like, yo, bitch, you Gangsta Boo. You the blueprint, like straight up, like no cap. Those are my moments, you know. And so when I walk out and see them, I'm like, oh shit, I can't turn around. So it was more like I'm here, so we edit. More of a versus type of vibe, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, what was your question?
Well, I told you, you know, I watched the video and I literally wrote down what was said.
Oh, okay, boom. Okay, yeah, no. It was like what he said, then what Jay said, then it was the Gangsta Boo. But people don't know the context behind that.
Explain it.
I can't.
You can't explain it. Well, okay.
Maybe.
In terms of what I saw online.
Well, the Gangsta Boo stuff, right?
He does say your name though.
Facts. And I spoke with him, so I know what he told me what he was going to say.
You spoke to him after the fact or before?
After.
Okay.
A few times.
Okay, go ahead.
But it's like, you know what I'm saying? The thing, what I told, like, it was the throwing stuff for me. I don't care what you was going to say or what you didn't say. It was like the throwing stuff is like everybody have triggers, you know? And it was a scary moment to see my multi-millionaire friends, like, and I don't even remember it. I remember it when I watched it.
Okay, well, Juicy J says, suck my dick. And then
he said, nigga, suck my dick. And then he said, drop the shit.
Right. Which I'm not going to say. So according to Crunchy, because I just interviewed him.
Yeah, you did. I saw.
Busy had a bottle in his hand, and originally, you know, Crunchy said that he wanted to just throw water on y'all, but then I guess the cap didn't come off, so he ended up just throwing the whole bottle. And then once the bottle got thrown, all hell broke loose. Busy threw a water bottle?
Yeah, at first he slung the water, like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like he tried to take the top of Luke because I was watching him. Then he slung the water. And then since the top didn't actually come off the water, he ended up throwing it after GC was saying, suck my dick.
The thing about CB, he an observer. He was in the back the whole time watching and peeping. That's what he do. I like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just shocked. So I don't even know nothing about bottle caps being twisted or like, oh God, I don't even remember none of that, I swear.
But you did throw a bottle at y'all.
Yeah, I know now. I mean, well, I knew a bottle, but then I saw Mike. When I saw it back, I was like, oh, there's two things. I was like, whoa, that's crazy.
Now, in terms
he had
of...
He
had a moment.
Yeah.
From what I've seen online, and it's hard for me to really make this out because based on the camera angles, they were saying...
There was so many camera angles.
They were saying how he said that because you were slow dancing.
Who said that?
I just seen it online. You and Juicy J were slow dancing while he was performing?
Glad. No, you know it wasn't no me and Jay. It was me and Paul who was slow dancing to one of their records.
Paul. Okay, there we go. So you and
Paul King, yeah.
You and Paul were, I guess, slow dancing. And then that pissed him off?
Somebody called it the waltz. I saw that online.
The waltz.
The waltz. What's the waltz?
Y'all were waltzing.
Yeah, it was like we was waltzing. I was like, what the fuck is a waltz?
So you and Paul were waltzing while
that's what somebody
was
said.
Performing.
But it was in good spirit. Keep in mind, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of Juicy, Paul, Crunchy, me. Definitely Crazy Bone. I'm on Crazy Bone first album and his most recent album. Like, okay. I mean, it's Bone Thugs and Harmony. Are you kidding me? Yeah. We was on their tour. We're in LA. Easy's home, you know?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. So at that point, a fight breaks out. I see everyone rush in. According to Crunchy,
why did the fight break out?
Because the bottle got thrown.
How many?
I saw one. Is there more than one bottle that got thrown?
I don't know. You only saw, did you see a mic be thrown? Like, I'm watching it. How you watching it?
I thought it was just a bottle being thrown. I didn't know the mic got thrown.
Okay, well, maybe it was. I don't know.
Maybe
I was just watching it too. Like, seriously, I don't know, man. This shit happened. I got to watch it again. I only saw it twice.
Everyone rushed. Both sides rushed in.
Yeah.
According to Crunchy, a couple people got tapped. His words, not mine.
A few people got tapped. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to say tapped because he really wasn't knowing. I'm finna go knock this guy head off, or it really wasn't no, I'm really trying to fight these guys.
Uh-huh.
Did you see anyone get tapped?
Whatever CB said.
Okay.
But on some real shit, no, I like literally, I didn't, it like, I'm just being honest, bro. Like, I don't even remember. It's so freaky in my mind how I don't even remember even him saying what he said. I'm just being 100%
No, I believe you. I mean, yeah. I mean, when you're in the moment, you don't, the adrenaline's pumping and, you know, I get it. I get it. Especially on a stage that big and so forth. I get it.
And also, plus, I didn't expect it. You know, I didn't expect it because, you know, I didn't expect fights. Like, damn, I haven't seen Juicy and Paul fight in a while.
Well, when the fight started to break out, you got on the mic. You said, Busy Bone, you a hater. You must have not taken your pills. Fuck wrong with your bitch ass, you weird ass.
No, I didn't
call him a sissy ass.
Glad.
You said Busy Bone gonna ruin your career. You better without him. Fuck him.
Hold on. Do I have like? Is my baby hairs laid, honey? Okay. No. What? So what?
So you were saying all that stuff while this was happening.
Okay.
I mean, it's right there on the mic.
I know. I'm saying.
Okay. So then the fight gets broken up. And
but you kind of said that, but what? So I said that in what?
Well, I mean, you were saying it. I'm just telling you the chain of events that started happening.
I was there. I know. I saw it.
Were you really upset at that point to say all those things?
Upset in what way?
Upset that there was a fight breaking out during the middle of your verses for the first verses to ever have a fight.
I was overwhelmed. I was like shocked. I was like, damn, this shit's gonna be over with. Because typically when a fight break out, the shit gets shut down.
Right.
So I'm in my zone. Like the things I said, it wasn't attacking anyone's trauma or anything. Everybody have their own traumas and stuff like that. Hey, I'm not perfect. I'm not swinging from the fucking best tree that fucking branches all the fucking red apples. Is branch the right word? Or if I can produce all the red apples. But yeah, I was mad as fuck because something got thrown at us.
Yeah.
I mean, who wouldn't be mad? I mean, I'm from Memphis.
I feel you.
I'm from Memphis. Sorry,
Well,
I have triggers.
The show ends up proceeding, and then Busy Bone,
which is a great thing.
Busy Bone grabbed the mic and said, I want to apologize to everyone the fuck out there on both sides. I'm not trying to fuck this shit up. Pardon me. Let's keep the motherfucking party going.
Thanks.
When he said that, how'd you feel?
I felt like, man, there's some real boss shit going on because, I mean, we just lost Young Dolph to some dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? And everybody, like, I felt it was some real adulting shit going on.
Yeah.
I felt like, wow, you know, my rants on the mic was just my rants. Wasn't personal. I've been knowing them for a very long time. Mm-hmm. It's context behind everything, what people don't know.
Yeah.
It was more of some, motherfucker, you fucking up this shit. So, of course, when I saw them do that, but he was still wrong for throwing something.
Absolutely.
You threw something. He wrong for that. He know that. I told him that. But when I saw that, it was like, wow, this is a moment in hip hop, and I'm a part of it. It was a blessing for me. Yeah. It's like, wow, I'm fucking with Bones. It's already a 3 Deuce Mafia.
Well, it kept going. According to DJ Paul, he did like a interview afterwards. He said that I guess there were 6 songs left, but it got cut short.
Okay.
Okay. You weren't involved in the, I guess the.
Well,
song.
no, I'm just saying, okay. So what?
Okay, cool.
I didn't know, like.
Yeah.
Like I wanted to do, like, you have a question behind that?
Well, no, I mean, I'm just, talking about what happened to kind of like lay out the story for people that go back and actually watch it. Crunchy Black said that was actually some real stand-up shit that Busy Bone did by getting on the mic and apologizing. Busy took the mic and said, I want to apologize to everyone the fuck out there on both sides.
Right.
I'm not trying to fuck this shit up. Pardon me. Let's keep the motherfucking party going.
Right.
And then boom.
Yeah, which I think, which I was thinking that that's some stand-up nigga shit. You know what I'm saying? If everyone took ownership of shit they do and they know it ain't right,
yeah,
they should apologize and they should own up to it.
He didn't have to do that. He could have just left.
Dude fucked up and he was like, you know what? I ain't trying to. Yeah, I mean, yeah, duh. It's like people make mistakes. And all this cancel culture shit, it's honestly so bizarre for me. I mean, you are part of the council. They want to cancel you fucking every day, all day.
Every day.
And he made
I'm still here though.
And he made a mistake or whatever he want to call it. And yeah, of course, man, there's some real, they mean at the end of the day.
So you and Busy talked afterwards?
Yes.
Can you share how the conversation went?
It was just us communicating. Because I've been knowing him. That was my actually second time seeing him in person. Well, maybe third, but I was younger. But second time as an adult type shit. And I don't know much about him, you know what I'm saying? But I never want to disrespect someone I admire or someone that I feel is dope as fuck. And he felt the same way. And I'll leave it like that.
Yeah, and look, at the end of the day, both crews really fuck with each other because Paul actually has a project coming out with Crazy Bone.
Yes, and I'm on Crazy most recent project.
There you go. So the two of you guys,
And his first album, he had the jacket on. Crazy Bone's jacket was Thug Mentality, his first album. We have a song on there, me, him, and E40. In like 1998.
Got it.
I'm the motherfucking blueprint.
Well, yeah, I mean, the first time that I heard any level of friction between Bone Thugs and 3 6 Mafia was on the Biggie song.
Really?
Yeah. When
you never heard Live by Your Rap?
Nope.
Wow.
When Busy Bone said 666 Rivals.
Why did people think that was about us?
666 Rivals?
But where did that come from? Where do you think that came from?
I don't know.
You never heard Live by Your Rap?
I haven't heard that. Live
Cap
by Your Rap.
Glad.
Who? I'm serious.
Glad. You cap now.
Live by Your Rap. Whose song is that?
3 6 Mafia, Live by Your Rap. Glad.
Okay. Hold on.
I'm holding. I'm on the phone.
All right.
I'm holding.
3 6 Mafia, Live by Your Rap. Bone Diss.
You never heard this?
I haven't heard that one.
So you just assumed the Biggie John was about us. Wow, glad.
Okay, that came out in 95.
That way,
Okay, and the Biggie joint came out, what's it, 90?
So where do you think everything spun from?
I have no idea.
Some childhood shit, on some real shit, bro. Motherfuckers like, oh, they took our sound, just not.
That's what I assumed, That's what I assumed.
Yeah,
Because Bone Thugs and like Twister was going at it at one point over the style thing,
It's just like innovators, just like a bunch of creatives and innovators, not even knowing they're innovators and creatives and just young and a bunch of men. Dude, I'm a girl, bro. I don't have a dick. That was them niggas. Deep in this shit. I got to do this shit. I got a motherfucking water bottle throw it at me.
Yeah. Well, at the end of the day, it all worked out. It was a success.
Beyond.
Who do you think won? You know, if you were to take yourself out of the equation and look at it just as a hip hop
Great
fan,
question. I'm gonna call you Vlad for this one.
Okay.
Great question. Like seriously, I would say. So when I watched the verses for myself, I was just like, I was kind of like, damn, it was because you have Bone fans, you have 3-6 fans, so I don't know if my timeline was full of 3-6 Memphians or not, but when I watched it myself, I was like, well, Bone doing that thing. Because I'm a fan. So I don't know if I'm being biased, but one, I would have to say, we was more crunk, And it's like, we was just crunk, right?
Well, I just feel like
Bone was on some Crossroads shit.
I mean, listen, Bone has huge songs. Crossroads is...
Right. We do too.
would you say... Okay, here's an interesting
let me say one thing, Frank. I feel like what I don't like to see is motherfuckers on some, for the moment, knocking like the whole like Bone versus the world instead of Bone versus 3-6. As far as versus, not personal, right? It's not Paul and Juicy's fault that they brought a guest too. I thought that was what versus was about. I don't know. Maybe I'm confused. Maybe I ain't seen the verses. I thought you supposed to bring out guests and show out. They triple threats: produce, rap, DJ. I mean, is that? I felt like Crunch said, just because you sound with easy, don't mean it's gonna be easy.
Ooh.
Crunch said they're glad, not me. I thought we didn't know.
Well, listen, I'm glad it happened. I'm glad it ultimately got finished. I'm glad it didn't get shut down after the throwing of the bottle. And I think it was a classic night for hip hop, and I think everyone won.
I was spooked, surreal, not spooked on something, thinking something was gonna happen. I was just beyond honored to even be on that fucking stage. To be honest, I couldn't even believe it.
Yeah.
Just to be honest, like, what the fuck? And then I was the center of attention.
There you go.
Yeah, I was. I mean, not even the rumors. That's just what behind the scenes. Busy told me.
Unfortunately, young Dolph just got killed. You and Dolph, how well did you know each other? Assassinated. How well did you two know each other?
Damn, I don't want to tear up. It's just like, me and Drummer Boy have a really close relationship,
right.
And he was coming through Atlanta, just getting beats from Drummer, and so I just remember his mixtapes, like the Welcome to Dolph. What was it like? Welcome to Dolph World, and I was like, who the fuck is this long neck ass nigga, right? Calling himself Dolph. I remember seeing like. And I just kept seeing that shit. And he kept coming with his own money. And, he wasn't like begging for beats and shit like that. And so I know him from that. I never fucking ate dinner with him. I've never could, said happy birthday to him on the phone. But we've been, I'm Gangsta Boo. So it's like I'm top tier in Memphis.
Right.
Type shit.
Yeah. So
it's like as far as the 3-6 Mafia goes. So anybody under that, of course, they're gonna respect me. So it's like a respect thing, and that's how I know him. His fucking rise, it was just, I've never seen nothing like that before.
Well, especially independent the whole time.
I've never seen nothing like that before. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so, yeah. His family, they know him more than me.
Yeah. I mean, it's sad. He leaves behind 2 kids. And it seemed like once he got killed, it just started a whole bad chain of events.
What do you mean?
Well, because at the place where he got killed, someone else got shot. Like
what they got to do with that?
Well, I mean, I'm just saying.
It's been hot.
They found his car a few blocks away.
Not his car.
Well, no, I'm sorry. They found the car that allegedly killed, the drivers that killed him was driving around.
Hot boy shit. Facts.
They found it, but in this like abandoned house, and then right by that abandoned house, someone else gets killed.
Like,
I'm not saying the whole thing's related, but I'm saying
I already know. It's like it's ironic. It's kind of like
it's a mess.
It's a mess.
It's a mess.
And you know what?
I mean,
That ain't
police
got,
were
yeah,
like,
you know what? The streets are the streets.
Yeah, I mean, the police were had to be posted up in front of Yo Gotti's restaurant, and I mean, listen, you know Memphis more than I do. I've never even been to Memphis.
Well, you talking a lot about it, so
Yeah.
you never been to Memphis?
I've never been to Memphis.
Well, you should speak on it.
Well,
Come on, visit
I got friends from Memphis.
Well, yeah, me. You visit the city because it's not. The thing is, it's not like everywhere. I mean, look what's going on in LA.
Well, I'm just saying, in like a 2 square block radius of this particular situation,
it was assassin. Yeah,
there was 2 deaths in the shooting. You know what I mean? Like right there. I don't know if it's related. I don't. It's not my
but
business,
Memphis get a lot of like just random ratchet shit goes on in small cities.
Yeah,
and it's a tragedy what happened to him.
Very much so.
And
very much so.
Like I honestly I can't even really wrap my. Like, I'm a fan of Key Glock. Like, it's just like freaky to me. You know what I'm saying? Like freaky. No, because I lost for the infamous Coopsters. My father is dead. I lost my brother. It's all kind of stuff going on with me as well. You know, so to lose someone like that. But like honestly, like it and I was that happened right as I was prepping for the verses.
Yeah.
You know, and it's sad, man. It's sad. I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to just watch a video that I typically watch the other day and just like tears, his engineer is one of my cool friends. His name Pat. He engineered a lot of stuff for Hypnotized Mind, Apologistic 36, my Both Worlds Star 69 project. And so he was, he's Dolph engineer. Like it's like so many people are affected that's within the inner circle. So if I didn't know certain things, it's like it just hit different.
No, of course.
How did you feel?
Well, I mean, I never met him. You know what I'm saying? I have never met him. So
are you tired of like not tired but like the 400? What's his name?
Slim 400.
Yeah.
Him I interviewed. He sat in the same chair you're sitting in. So
how do you how do you feel about like what they call black on black crime?
I mean, it fucks me up.
It's all kind of crime, right? But they only promote that, right?
Well, I mean, it fucks me up when people I interview end up getting violently killed as young black men. The number of young black men that I have personally interviewed that have died violently through gunfire.
It's the gunfire.
It's like about a dozen people that I've interviewed personally that I've sat down with, and some of which I've even.
I'm sorry, I cut you off.
No, go ahead.
Well, I've said that you like.
Yeah, that I like. I mean, I wouldn't be interviewing them if I didn't like them. If I didn't admire them. If I didn't respect them. Slim 400, Young Greatness, Nipsey Hussle.
You did Vaughn?
King Von. No, we were scheduled to do Vaughn, but we never got to do him. It was in the process. I was supposed to interview Pop Smoke. We were talking on the phone a couple of days before he got killed.
It's pretty freaky for you.
It's sad, yeah. Because I grew up in the suburbs. I didn't grow up with my friends dying at a young age. You know?
Yeah.
No, I mean, my friend died of a cocaine overdose.
It's like
gunfire.
Right. It's like murder. It's like snatched away type shit.
Yeah. It was sad, and he leaves behind 2 kids. They're naming a street after him, which is dope. He was buried. I think he was buried in a gold casket.
Yeah, I didn't go to the funeral.
Yeah.
But I'm about to tear up. Like it's intense. I feel like, I think the last major tragedy, not to undermine anything else that went on in Memphis that was a tragedy to others, but it was like Lorenz, right? Like as far as murder or fucking Martin Luther King, it's like damn, like this is cold blooded, and that's all I gotta say. And it's sad. R.I.P. Dolph, man.
And when this happened,
that's not even enough.
Yeah,
I'm over the whole RP shit.
I mean, and once this happened, my interview with Boosie started to like pop up everywhere. The how most rappers get killed in their own city, how people get hypnotized with hatred and so forth.
Most rappers die in their own city. It's a fact. And you have haters who was in school with you and they mad because they was in in that third grade class with you, but they don't have the same hustle as you. You know, they hate you for no reason. They hate you for your success. It'd be the guys who, you know, once dapped you down when you had one song out. But when and they develop envy because they go home, they get out the car with their friend, with their other partner, and he listening to your music. They walk in the house, they girl listening to your music. They go downstairs, the kids doing a dance to your music. Now they are hypnotized with hatred. They are hypnotized with hatred.
You know, and I remember me and Crunchy Black talked about this, and he was like, "Listen, I don't hang out in Memphis anymore." He's like, "I know what it's about. You know, if I'm in and out."
I don't really hang out in Memphis because I found out the hard way that, you know, staying in Memphis and coming back home from big shows or doing big things and being around the people who know you or being around you for a long time, went to school with you, and, you know, like that, they sometimes don't appreciate you putting the city on. And
I'm gonna call you Glad right now because we talking about CB. That's my brother. You know what I mean? Glad. Real talk. When I hear CB say certain shit like that, it trains me to think. You know what I'm saying? Because he is a gangster. And I ain't talking about gangbanging. I'm just saying I learned a lot from him. I've been knowing dude more than half of my life, and just how he even moves differently. And I'd be like, Crunchy, were we doing this? We were wild. Were we like this? He'd be like, nah, boo. We wasn't this goddamn. You know, it's definitely no code. It's creepy.
Do you still hang out in Memphis?
What you mean hang out?
Do you go?
What's
to
your definition of hang out?
Go there for a few weeks. You know, go hit up
my family in Memphis. My mom, my cousin,
So, you know, go hit up your favorite restaurants.
I mean,
go to your own neighborhood. You know,
I mean,
go to the clubs.
I don't have a neighborhood. I'm not a clubber anyway. I don't go to clubs in Hollywood.
Okay.
Hollywood, and I've been in LA for 8 years.
Okay.
I'm not a clubber unless I'm getting some money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I definitely do bars in Midtown and stuff like that. But also me being not living there, when I hear about it, I'm like, what? And then when I go back, I'll be like, oh, it's definitely a different breed.
Yeah, it's sad because, you know, the one thing I actually forgot to mention, there was a comedian in Memphis named Demooney. You know what I'm talking about?
I saw it on the internet. I don't know.
Yeah, this Memphis comedian posted up a picture with him and Yo Gotti. And he's like, man, them folks just killed Dolph. I love Memphis. We so gangster. And he gets killed right afterwards.
Did he post that picture with that caption?
Yes.
Yeah, he was just a young troll, you know.
Yeah.
Shit. Like Tekashi 69, but he came out with 1,000 security guards, you know. Big dude was a young troll and they attacked a guy. I don't know what's going on, man.
I don't know either. I'm just saying there's a lot of tragedy that's happening right now.
Of course you don't know. We don't know. But that was definitely fucked up. And like you said, use the word mess. It's a lot of mess going on. But in the city of Memphis, it's a beautiful place. And I'm there all the time. I'm going back for Christmas. You know, but I don't pop up in places where I'm not being paid to be, like on some like hanging out and, yo, I'm in the hood. Oh, I did all that before.
Yeah.
Black Haven.
From the time you joined 3 6 Mafia, you were on 6 albums with them?
When did I join 3 6?
Around 94.
Ooh, so. There you go.
Around that time?
Okay,
yeah.
okay.
All right.
The same.
All right.
Where you were with it, Glad.
Mystic Styles, Chapter 1, The End, Chapter 2, World Domination, Chapter
What was your favorite
Thugs.
3 6 album or Gangsta Boo song or verse? Do you have, like, because me, you cool, just off the grid. But do you, like, yo, man, my girl snap. Do you, even if it's some Run the Jewels, like, do you even have a favorite Gangsta Boo verse or favorite 3 6 Mafia song? Or you just, like,
well, I got introduced with Tear the Club Up.
Okay, which one? We had a few of
the one they were doing the commercials for. You know, when you guys first signed to Loud. Yeah. Tear the club up. Tear the club up. The one that you can't perform in clubs.
No, we performed it in verses.
No, I understand that, but I mean,
no,
when it was out, during that time.
Yeah.
I remember I talked to a few people about this, where the club would say, you cannot perform this song, and then y'all would perform the song anyway.
Big fat.
Because you already got your money.
Because Paul and Juicy petty money.
Right.
Petty money.
Well, in terms of why you left, I mean, according to the news, according to Wikipedia.
Glad we done did 1,000 of these interviews. I ain't gonna say shit about no 3 6 Mafia. Why I left 3 6 and all that extra shit that ain't got nothing to do with this 2021 shit.
Okay, you don't want to talk about it. Fair enough.
Talk about what? You know what? When I do this, let me show you this. When I do this, I zip my lip up and I throw away the key. But look, I do this. So let me do this. Ask your question.
Okay.
Glad.
Okay. Well, then at one point you left. What, in terms of everyone becoming cool again? What led to you to everyone becoming cool again?
Yeah, that's a boring question.
Okay, boring question. Okay.
But no, keep this in the script though.
Okay. All right.
But yeah, like it's family, bro. Like busy bro type shit.
Yeah.
Take your pills type shit.
Well, Juicy J said something interesting recently. He said,
there we go. Let's see. Get some recent shit.
He said that drugs were the reason why 3 6 Mafia broke up.
I didn't see that. You got the clip? Show me.
Well, I got a quote. He says,
you ain't got the clip?
Well, I think it might have been a written interview. But he said, this is a quote from Juicy J. You could call him yourself and verify it.
No, it's on your show, Glad.
He said, from heroin to meth to cocaine, all kinds of pills, a lot of drugs were consumed during the times we were together. When everyone was sober and shit.
So what was the question? Why did you say all this? Like, I'm sorry,
he's talking about the breakup of 3 6 Mafia.
Okay, the breakup of 3 6.
3 6, right. He said from
heroin
to meth to cocaine, all kinds of pills, a lot of drugs were consumed.
Hold on.
Meth, yeah, he said.
Wow, that's new to me, for real?
Yeah.
Hey, man, who reported that?
Juicy J.
No, who reported that? Where are you pulling it up from? I don't care about your computer.
Okay, hold on.
Your little MacBook.
Hold on, I'm about to tell you.
Because it's new. Because this recent, right?
Yeah, this is recent. This was.
Can you play a clip?
It's not a clip. It's a written interview. It's from November 30th, 2021. So he did a written interview.
I zipped my lip through it
with Uproxx. He said a lot of drugs were consumed during the times we were together. When everyone was sober and shit, everyone was on the same page. But when cocaine's involved, things change. But I'm not pointing a figure.
Well, no, go back to the meth and heroin now. Read the whole Juicy J quote that you said.
From heroin to meth to cocaine, all kinds of pills. A lot of drugs were consumed during the times that we were together.
So that was the breakup of 3 6. Is that what you?
That's what he said. I'm not saying it.
Oh, that's interesting.
He said, but I'm not pointing a finger at nobody. Can't think of anything else that would have caused the group to break up. And said, which was why people wasn't showing up at the studio. Business was crazy. Everything's folding. It was the drugs.
Oh, okay.
So he said the drugs were the reason why 3 6 broke up.
Okay. Well, that's his quote. It's not mine. So
that's his quote.
TheEnd.com.
Okay, so you can't comment on that.
Well, that's his quote. Yeah, I've never done meth or heroin. I mean, that's his quote, and I respect you.
Okay. Cocaine, you dabbled in here and there?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Why not?
I've never tried it.
That's on you. You tried a lot of other shit, though.
I've tried other shit. No, I mean,
No, but they're black cats. That's cocaine, baby.
I mean, I've tried ecstasy. I've tried acid.
We're talking about the drugs. We're talking,
I've done hard drugs. I just haven't done cocaine.
I respect,
my
that's what he
said. My homie overdosed off cocaine and died. That's why I never tried cocaine.
Well, my girlfriend, Speaker Fox, are you familiar with, at least through me, because you cool. Speaker Fox, DJ Speaker Fox.
I know who that is, yeah.
Female DJ, Atlanta.
Yeah. I don't know her personally, but I know who it is.
Right. Yeah, she was sober for 10 years when I met her.
Mm-hmm.
And she fell off the wagon. Was on pills and so yeah, I've had all kind of experiences with seeing people fall off the wagon and overdose and stuff like that. But if that's his quote and that's what he say, that's his experience. It's not mine. So,
well, I mean, 3 6 I felt was the first really big, rap group that really talked about hard drugs.
You think that?
I think so.
Well, see, a lot of times I be living in an out of body experience, so it's like fuck. I'm like Lola, but I'm like, fuck, I'm Gangsta Boo. So, maybe we did, maybe we didn't. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know about syrup. When
you did, you fucking cat.
Sipping on some scissor was the first time.
We got that from Houston, man.
I know you got it from Houston.
This is what people talking about.
But,
oh, I see. This is what folks talking about. You cap.
I'm capping. No, I mean, listen, I'm sure a lot of Houston artists talked about syrup. But no song got as big as Sipping on Some Syrup.
We had Bun B on that motherfucker and Pimp C.
Exactly.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Yeah.
But it was but it was a 3 6 Mafia song.
Yeah, but we had the originators on that motherfucker. We was talking about that shit. That's some Houston shit. DJ Screw. You don't fuck with DJ Screw?
DJ
I'm saying
Screw
like
to a certain degree, but
yeah,
I'm not into Screw music.
So what?
I've never tried. I tried lean. No, I tried lean one time.
Me too.
Riff Raff gave me some lean and I fell asleep.
But
He's told me.
I tried lean one time. Oh God. Yeah. I was at a college dorm with my white homeboy named Jared, and I was sitting in the chair like this, and I was like, you know what? This is not me. I need Red Bull and vodka. You know what I'm saying? So I get you. Yeah, it's just but I feel like that's more of a Houston. If you're saying 3 6 Mafia like turn people out to do drugs, as far as when you said drug lean, I'd be like, that's Debbie Downer. I would say if anything, it would be cocaine.
You guys talked about cocaine a lot.
The end.
Yeah. And I felt like no other rappers talked about cocaine.
You need to, I don't know. I listen to a lot. You only listen to rap? You don't listen to rock?
I listen to rock. But I'm talking about rap.
There you go.
I'm talking about rap right now.
Period. I'm God.
Yeah. I mean, there's lots of rock songs that talk about cocaine.
You know what? I was turned out. 3 6 Mafia turned me out.
Yeah.
This is a good clip for your ass.
You got turned out.
There's so many clips. I gave my nigga clip. But yeah, but for real though, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, listen, it is what it is. I mean, you guys were getting how you live. You guys are
being
being honest. You guys are being honest in your music. And I think
what you mean by that though? Being honest, I mean, because a lot of people think we're devil worshippers too. So when you say being honest, because like Lord, like we have, well, when I say Lord, it was rest in peace to the King, but he talk about flesh and I talk about being the devil's daughter and stuff. So when you say getting how we live, it's in our music. You gotta be specific, Glad.
Well, I'm saying I forgot who said it. It was something I read a while ago, but basically someone in 3 6 was saying how a lot of rappers do coke, but no one was, brave enough to talk about it.
I think Memphis motherfuckers arrogant like that to say that.
But arrogant.
Yeah, we arrogant shit. Motherfuckers been talking about yo. But also on some real shit. I don't know, bro. I just like I was in my Memphis bubble, in my 3 6 Mafia bubble.
Well, when I interviewed DJ Paul a while back.
But what's your point, Glad?
My point is that we're talking about it.
About why?
Everything.
But no, because I want to help you. I'm trying to help you. I want to what do you like the drugs and the conversation? Like, what are you seeking?
We were talking about why 3 6 broke up. We
wasn't. You was, and then you mentioned Jay, and he was some of the drugs, and then you went from that. So, where are you going? Do you? I mean, like, because it's like I feel like it's nothing. It's nothing new under the sun.
Yeah.
So it's like rap, rock, like whatever. You know what I'm saying? So for you, honestly, like I'll bullshit aside. You like what's the real like what do you want to know? Because you got the greatness of your presence. So just ask me like you quoted a whole Juicy J quote.
Yeah.
So
I'm just looking at
heroin and meth and all that type of shit. I'm like, whoa, that's mind blowing to me. I don't even know it.
I've never tried meth either.
Heroin looked like brown.
I've never tried heroin.
Hell, not me. I'm just like,
try heroin.
What have you tried, Glad?
I've tried it.
Have you did ecstasy?
I have.
Molly?
Isn't that kind of the same thing? Is ecstasy, Molly kind of the same? Kind of, sort of.
I don't know. I'm not white.
I think by the time Molly, by the time it was called
have
Molly,
you did acid?
I've done acid. In fact, the first time I did acid is the night I decided to be a DJ. Doing acid kind of triggered something in me, changed
that
something.
Was lit.
Yeah, I was a Burning Man. You know about Burning Man?
Yes,
I was high off acid at Burning Man, and I got in a drum circle around while everything was on fire. And me and this dude was drumming, and everyone came in and started dancing, and I'm like, ooh, I like this feeling. I like this feeling.
So, acid, mushrooms. Like, what's the? Because I never did acid. I did ecstasy before. Mm-hmm. Ballers, the song Ballers. We be on some twanky twank. Remember that song? Mm-hmm. My whole verse, I was on X. I was 18 years old.
Okay.
X out. Yeah. I said, I don't forget. I was like, I said I was on X. I was like, what I said about X or some shit. But anyway. But it's like I fell off all this shit because I don't like to swallow something that I don't know what's gonna do. And I don't know, it's so weird nowadays. But I just recently took a mushroom.
Yeah,
in September.
What'd you think? Mushrooms are fun. I've tried mushrooms a bunch of times.
But this is like my first time. Have you did mushrooms?
I have.
What's the difference in? Because it's like, man, like you talking about, you
I
became a
don't-
DJ
Yeah.
behind fucking acid.
Acid.
They say fucking, what's the dude name with the Apple shit?
Steve Jobs?
Yes, I just feel like psychedelics are kind of judged a little, like pit bulls. Do you feel like that? Like it's like a judge, like
people are judging of doing
But what's the difference to you? Acid, mushrooms. If you had a choice,
mushroom. I tried acid once and I was done. I'm like, this is a rough drug. Mushrooms, I think, more mellow, sort of more of a you can mix
microdosing or.
No, I mean, I had it once when I just popped it in my, just popped the caps in my mouth. Other ones I had once in tea, which was a little more smooth. I was doing mushrooms every weekend for a while.
Yeah. So acid, that's terrible.
I mean, it's not terrible, but it is what it is. Like I remember me and Paul were on the phone, a couple months ago, and we were talking about different drugs.
Look at Paul. Hey, man, you a real boy. They don't even know it. Him and Paul are about to different drugs. Paul be living vicariously through motherfuckers.
I fuck with Paul. Paul, like me and Paul are real.
I mean, Paul fucking raised me. He hate to fucking admit it, but it's like that's his fucking fault. He didn't raise me. I'm Lola Mitchell. I'm Cedric and Veronica's daughter, but I'm definitely a spawn of DJ Paul.
Yeah, but we were talking about drugs, and he was saying how the difference between something like a cocaine and a pill is that if you start taking coke and you start to feel like, okay, this is too much, you'll just stop. Once you pop a pill, that's it.
Yeah, that's why I'm fuck a pig. Yeah, I'm God. Yeah, I'm good.
And I never. I popped ecstasy, but I've never done like oxy or.
What would be considered an opiate? Like
oxy.
Or like a Xanax.
Perks.
Have you? What's an Adderall? Have you like
Adderall? Adderall's that's a little different.
Because that's like what white folks do in college or something.
Yeah, so it's like focus really and not good.
And you know what? I should say that. I'm sorry because honestly, like my nephew, I remember he was taking Adderall to, and he was just like, Auntie Lola, he didn't like the way it made him feel. He felt different.
Yeah. And
we told him like, you don't have to do that, nephew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, pills they hit different, like so.
Yeah, I don't rock with pills. And by the time Molly came around, it was called Molly, I was already off the whole ecstasy.
That way, same.
Because with ecstasy also, I realized I just have too much shit to do.
Once the double stacks and triple stacks and all this shit start coming out, I was like, what?
The next day, you're so fucked up.
I'm like, I
was just like, I can't function the next day.
I'm straight. Okay.
Well, one thing that Paul said in one of our interviews a while back, he said that Memphis has a dark energy.
I saw that.
Yeah, the darkness of Memphis is what makes it so cool, though. Because that's what created our music. We could have never made songs like that in another city. Then we wouldn't even have those vibes. The darkness of Memphis and, the rain and stuff like that is what made it. I wouldn't take none of it back. I'm so glad I was born there and raised there because it puts something in you. It puts something in you. That's why I tell you one thing about people from Memphis, they can go to any city and survive. And I'm talking about come up and be like the man in their city.
Do you agree?
Yes.
Explain.
I can't really explain. It's just kind of like it just is what it is. To be honest, it's like it's a beautiful place. You have to be there. You never been.
Never been.
Shame on you.
Shame on me.
Glad, aka Vlad. Like for real, like Memphis is dope as fuck. I mean, it's the home of the blues, barbecue, like stuff like that. It's a beautiful place. I mean, it birthed 3 6 Mafia and Gangsta Boo.
Yeah.
Al Greens and they say Elvis, but he's from Mississippi. But it's definitely it's Cutthroat City.
Well, yeah, I remember when I interviewed Project Pat recently.
I saw that.
Great interview. Great interview.
Have you ever met him?
Yes, I have.
Well, was that your friend? You've been like rotating us for a while, so this not your friend.
I met Pat when I interviewed 3 6 Mafia when they were doing their reality show. This was like.
So you met Computer too, huh? You know Computer?
So, yeah. I think so.
The one who motherfucking pierced through the fight.
Yeah. Well, I remember I interviewed in front of the Beverly Hills sign.
Yeah, you got Pat, man. That was dope.
Pat is dope. And he says something. He goes, look. He goes, what people don't realize is Memphis. Maybe not now, but back in his day, it was so dangerous that you could run up on a young dude and say, "Here's $200 to go shoot up this house. Here's the gun." And the guy will be like, who am I shooting? It doesn't matter. He's like, all right. You can literally pay someone $200
Yeah.
to go shoot. You know, he was saying how Juicy J got pulled over by the cops and they find an illegal gun in the back of his car.
Uh-huh.
And they're like, why you got this gun? He's like, it's just so dangerous out here. And
Uh-huh.
they're like, okay. They threw the gun back in the seat and said, we're not looking for you, and drove off. Juicy got pulled over. You know, this was before he had blown up. And the cops actually found an illegal gun on him.
Yeah.
And they said, you know, we're not looking for you. And why do you have a gun? And he goes, it's dangerous.
Yeah.
And they were like, all right, here's your gun back. Here's your illegal gun back.
Yeah.
And the police even understood how dangerous it was.
Man, let me tell you something. Man, it's that. Listen, back then, see, the crack gang was out, so everybody had money, you know. So if I can't get you, I'm gonna kidnap your mom, and people doing that. That's how it was going down here.
Imagine me, a little black girl from Memphis, Lola Mitchell, aka Gangsta Boo, in the middle of this shit.
In the middle of this shit. Is that an accurate description you feel back when you were, you know, during that era?
No. For me, I feel like it's worse.
It was
I
worse.
feel like, yeah. I mean,
Really?
yeah, I didn't have no smoke. Maybe because I was in the middle of protected with the gang, you know.
Yeah.
36. But yeah, no, I never had smoke in Memphis at all. I'm younger than all of them, you know. In a sense where it's like I'm a woman, and they were definitely overprotective and focused too. Very extreme focused businessmen. So if they had time for the street shit, that was that. And when it was time to work, it was time to work. But for me, Memphis is way more worse. It's like no code. I was around, man, pimp players and drug dealers, pimp players and max. I was like, I mean, because, you know, it's a lot of robbing going on in the city, you know. But it's not Memphis. It's been cutthroat for a very long time. But it was more, it's kind of like iron your pants, right? With a crease, or fucking take them shits out the dryer. Corn toss. Same shit, different toilet.
Yeah. Do you think it's worse now? I mean, when you look at what happened to Dolph and how Memphis is right now, do you think it's worse now than like the 90s or about the same?
I would say pull your pants out the dryer or iron your shit.
Same shit. Memphis gonna be Memphis.
Take it how you want to take it.
Well, you have a new song, Sucker Free. Tell me about it.
I fucking freestyled it, and I just like released it. Just for like, cause I don't really release music, Vlad, man. I don't be like, I want to do it, but it's like, you know, I procrastinate all the time. I'm on my Lola shit. I do all kind of stuff behind the scenes. You know, I get paid for all kind of samples. I tour Run the Jewels. I have a fucking property I rent out in Memphis. I'm just so fortunate and blessed with stuff that I have going on, and I live a private life. Sometimes when I release music, I'll be like, oh shit. And I wanted to have an impact, and instead of going under the radar, but also could be my curse. So, not a curse, but yeah, no, it's no curse. But you know what I mean? Like more of I procrastinate a lot.
Okay.
So I just released it for free, and I had a comment. Motherfucker said, because I put it on I started SoundCloud 2 days ago. Dude said, he said, Boo, he said, you too big for SoundCloud. Some shit, Apple Music, some shit. I was like, I'm too big to give you something for free? The fuck is you talking about? You don't think I could stream? It was just bizarre.
Yeah.
So yeah, Sucker Free is like something I just gave out to the fans. I orchestrated the whole record. I composed it. I hired a drummer boy. I arranged my vocals, and it's called Sucker Free.
Dope. So drum boy actually produced it.
Yep.
Nice.
And I got a sample from a couple people, but it's like a composed sample. It wasn't like a sample. It was like real live instruments. Cause I composed, honey.
So is there a project coming out, an album, mixtape?
The blueprint, but I don't know when or what. I did a reality TV show, Vlad.
Really?
We'll talk about that another time. We'll pick back up on that.
Okay.
It's coming out in February.
Okay. Can you say what it is?
No.
Okay.
Not now.
Not now. Fair enough. Fair enough.
But yeah, I got a lot of cool stuff going on, and I do a lot of stuff behind the scenes, but I'm tapping into the TV world.
Okay. That's what it is. Gangsta Boo. Appreciate you coming in.
I appreciate that.
Appreciate you coming
Sucker Free,
in.
Gangsta Boo.
Congrats on the verses. You know,
What did you think about it? Like, I saw the drama. Like, were you like excited to see me?
of course, I was excited to see the whole thing. I mean, you know,
I know, but you didn't know I was gonna. You don't know who gonna show up and stuff like that. But when you saw your girl, what
yeah,
was it like?
of course, you've been to my house. You know, back in the day, I don't live there anymore, but
Yeah, it's a blessing though. Like I'm still the same OG.
Yeah.
from across the street.
yeah, and you know, I mean, to really see all those big songs, like, you know, like for example, like when my dad died, on my way to the funeral, I listened to Crossroads and cried in the car. You know what I mean?
And
Like that's just one of those songs that was the song I listened to really put me in that moment.
Wow.
You know, so it was such an important night. And you know, for example, like it wasn't until the last few years that I realized how many artists have sampled or redone 3 6 Mafia songs.
Huh.
You know, like, I mean, for example, like interviewing Project Pat, like Don't Save Her, She Don't Want to Be Saved. J. Cole just redid that whole
They
book.
forget, child. They definitely forget, child.
Yeah,
Thank
you know,
you for
or like,
reminding them, honey.
when Drake did The Boy with Black Boy JB, like he pretty much redid Project Pat's song, essentially, his verse. You know, he interpolated.
It's very bizarre. Like not bizarre in a negative way. It's more like it's surreal. It's like shit.
It's surreal. Like
that's why you gotta come to Memphis and get that drip.
Travis Scott, he redid like Tear the Club Up.
Well, he didn't redo that.
He sampled it.
Well, no, it was like Fuck the Club Up or whatever he said.
But
But
you also
guess
got
what?
to check.
Right. Look at my name. It's Lola Mitchell.
Exactly.
Motherfucker.
No,
I'm
I
like, whoa.
Yo, no, I called Paul. I'm like, yo, Paul,
And she
you know
was
that
like,
you're
crazy
on.
to say. I'm like, I ain't even on this motherfucker. I get a check from this.
Exactly.
Beat. That way. Yeah, the blueprint. That way.
Exactly. And I mean, like,
Thank you, Vlad. Yeah.
You know, I mean, shit, ASAP Ferg, we did one of your songs. You know,
Man,
like,
it's just like so
so
like,
much.
man, Memphis, man. I think it's grimy, but also New York have a culture, right? Like it's cultures everywhere, and like certain parts of certain cities is gonna give you that smoke. But Memphis got a certain type of smoke that everybody came motherfucking blaze to, and that's just that.
That's where we're gonna end it. Gangsta Boo.
Hey,
Until next time.
that way.
Peace.
This is it for the interview with Lola Chantrell Mitchell, aka Gangsta Boo. In her own words. See, this is her interview from, let me show you. This interview was completely posted from like 2 years ago. See, the interview, I'll show you this interview. The interview was like 2 years old. This interview is like 2 years old. This is around Pimp C's birthday. So this before 2022 hit. This interview was out before I started doing this YouTube shit. You know what I mean? Before I did this YouTube shit, long before that, it was months before I did this YouTube shit. This is what it says. We're looking at the shit that's already been known for. This description: Gangsta Boo, Lola Mitchell came through for another Vlad TV interview, and she started off speaking. Hold on. Speaking about the 3 6 Mafia and the Bone Thugs and Harmony versus battle, which went viral after Busy Bone from the group started an altercation between the two groups. Between the two groups. Gangsta Boo shared her side of the story, including calling Busy Bone a hater, quote unquote hater, and people getting at her on social media. I think that was probably Twitter or something, for other comments that she made from there. Gangsta Boo spoke about being a Bone Thugs and Harmony fan and admiring the group. And she also addressed the past tension between the two groups. Moving along, Gangsta Boo, whose given name Lola Mitchell, addressed the whole thing. She spoke about the murder of Adolph Thornton. Let me find the name. Find young Dolph for a minute. we're going back to the. Hold on, we're going back to Google. Hold on. We're going. Yeah, that's what they're talking about. The murder of Adolph Robert Thornton Jr., aka Young Dolph. Young Dolph. Well, I'm going. I'm going to do a live show on his birthday coming in July of this year. Uh, before uh the Gangsta Boo birthday live show. I'm gonna focus on that. I'm gonna do those two. I'm gonna do the two on July and August. I'm gonna focus on those live shows. So that's what I'm focusing on. You know, let me go back to this thing. Moving along the way. Gangsta Boo spoke about Young Dolph's recent death, which led to a bigger conversation about the many rappers being killed in recent years. You can hear more in the full interview above. So that's already there. So, well, I'm not gonna watch the revolt shit. It might be copyright issue. Well, well, the Black TV interview, there ain't no copyright issue there, so don't worry about it. I still got one of these videos that was from Blad the Butcher. I got what seriously Blad I already got your shit with your interview with Lola in it. Okay. Thanks for letting me grab one of your interviews. But I'm not going to grab a interview that was on involving involving Lola. You know what I mean? I'm not going to do that. I already did one. I already grabbed up one of the interviews that was from bladtv.com. So thanks for that. So we're focusing on other shit. But Chad, I'm not gonna focus on her interview because she was already cool with Gangsta Boo because she already known Gangsta Boo through through the 3 6 Mafia days. I'm gonna do part two of that. Tomorrow I'm gonna go back on this. Tomorrow I'm gonna do another live show based on Gangsta Boo. I might just go ahead and snatch another one of the interviews that's regarding Boo. Know what I mean? Well, if they hit me, if they slap me with copyright claim, whatever, I don't even care. I'm gonna find me some more material that's gonna work for me. This is 2023. I'm not gonna let the motherfuckers snitch. I ain't let the motherfucking haters and the snitches they'll support the community and rat on me like I'm ready to snatch up their fucking shit. It ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Hope they. That's one that they come. These motherfuckers want to come out there and start dry stitching YouTube. I'm gonna put my foot on their motherfucking neck. It's right there. Like Valentino's gonna put their foot on every other motherfucker's necks. I'm not gonna fucking. I'm gonna do it. I'm too busy putting my foot on the necks of motherfuckers that already went into it. But sorry, I acted that way anyway. I'm acting like a fucking crazy person. But before I end of it, I'm gonna end this motherfucking stream and I'm gonna go do part two of this fucking thing of the death of Gangsta Boo tomorrow. I'm gonna do part two of that tomorrow. Uh, see you tomorrow. I'm gonna do that, and then Monday I'm going to do, and then Monday I'm gonna do a live show based on my father. See you tomorrow and Monday. Peace.